Guys, Ben here. In this video, I'm going to be telling some stories, and some of them are about Landon. One time when I was little and we lived at our old house, we were using sparklers, and I stepped on one. Like, we used it and we put it on the ground, and I was barefoot because I'm always barefooted all the time. And I stepped on it, and then it melted the bottom of my foot a little bit, so now I still have a scar on the bottom of my foot to this day. And then also pretty recently at school we were riding bikes in PE, and those bikes that are in PE are not in good shape. They're like really old and bad and stuff. And we were riding bikes, and we like just finished, and we were still riding bikes, but we were coming back to the school. And then we were in the parking lot, and then we were about to reach the door, and then something happened with my chain. It like stopped for a second, and then it made me jerk, and then I flew over the handlebars, and then I was like sitting on my stomach on handlebars for like 2 seconds or whatever, just riding like that, and then I fell over, and then I hurt my elbow and my knee, and then I had to go to the school nurse again. And also one time Landon, my bedroom and my parents' bedroom are like right next to each other, and there's like the hallway split dividing them, and me and my little brother shared that room. And one night, I wasn't awake when that happened, but one night in the middle of the night, Landon woke up and he wasn't awake, he was sleepwalking, and he sleptwalked across the hall into our parents' room. And like in our parents' room is where our dog Huck sleeps, and he sleeps in our parents' room every night in his little cage. And in the middle of the night, Landon sleptwalked into Mom and Dad's room, and then he started peeing on the dog, and he didn't even know it because he was asleep. And another story about Landon is one time he was riding his dirt bike, because we have dirt bikes. Well, actually I sold mine to get a drone, but we all used to have dirt bikes, and Landon had one. He still has one, and he was riding it like a few years ago when we like just moved into this house, and he was driving it in the front yard, and I guess there was people walking on the road, and Landon was like distracted looking at them, and then while he wasn't looking, like there was like a little fence around our flower bed, like it was just a little fence like blocking the flower bed. It's gone now. So he was riding his motorcycle, and he got distracted by these people, and then he rode right into the flower bed, like bursted through the fence, and then he kept going, and like just for a few feet, and then he stopped, and he was like stopped over a bush, and he ran over the gutter too. And another story is, you know those mints with like the circle, or like circle and there's a little hole in it? Well, this has happened multiple times to me. And so I'll like eat one of those mints, and then like a few seconds later I swallow it whole, and then I start choking on it, and then I freak out, and so that's no fun. But yeah, there's a few stories, and I'm gonna make this a series, so I'm gonna make more of these videos where I tell stories, and bye.